The Secret of the Nagas, a storytelling summary. Previously, in The Immortals of Meluha, Shiva, once a tribal leader from Mount Kailash, stepped into a world that saw him as the Nilkanth, a prophesied savior. In the empire of Meluha, built by the disciplined Suryavanshis, Shiva found war, purpose, and love. But he also found questions. What is evil? Who decides? The first book ended on a cliffhanger, as a mysterious Naga assassin killed Sati's friend and vanished, leaving behind a trail of secrets. Now begins the secret of the Nagas, where the illusion of good and evil breaks apart, and Shiva walks deeper into a world that hides as much as it reveals. 1. The chase begins. The story picks up in mid-motion. Shiva is in a fury, chasing a shadow. The Naga who attacked Sati and killed her friend Kritika has vanished. Shiva vows to track him down, but this isn't just revenge. Shiva's world has tilted. The Nagas are supposed to be evil, cursed creatures. But why did the Naga spare Sati? Why did he hesitate? As they regroup, a greater shock emerges. Brahaspati, the genius Meluhan scientist believed to have died in a terrorist attack, may be alive. Worse, he may be with the Nagas. Shiva, S anger turns cold. If Brahaspati lives and he betrayed us, then I want to look him in the eye. The journey begins. From Meluha to the wild, ancient lands to the south, Shiva, Sati, and their loyal allies set out. Nandi, Parvateshwar, Bhagirath, and Ayurvati join him. It's not just a hunt. It's a pilgrimage into the unknown. 2. Kashi, the city that breathes. They arrive in Kashi, the city of light, a place unlike the ordered, rigid Meluha. Kashi is alive, chaotic, free. Here society flows like the Ganga. There is order, but it's fluid. Shiva is struck by the contrast. Here, he meets King Bhadra, a humble but wise leader who earns Shiva's respect. And then, the truth shatters his assumptions. Sati had a twin sister, Kali, who was born with 2 extra arms, a deformity, the Meluhans had said, so they abandoned her at birth. Kali didn't die. She became a Naga, and she remembers everything. Kali is fierce, sarcastic, and brutally honest. Her pain is sharp, her anger sharper. She confronts Sati. You lived in a palace. I lived in shadows because I had 4 arms. Shiva is shaken. The Nagas aren't monsters, they're outcasts, survivors. 3. The son she never knew. The next blow comes fast. The Naga who attacked earlier, the one Shiva pursued. He didn't mean harm, he was trying to protect Sati. His name is Ganesh, and he is Sati's son. Born with facial deformities, he too was hidden away. Another victim of Meluha's obsession with physical perfection. Sati, believing him dead, is overwhelmed. The reunion is not easy. Ganesh carries years of abandonment, but he has never stopped loving his mother. His actions were never out of hate. Not all scars are visible, mother, he says. Some are carried within. Shiva watches all this and realizes the Nagas are his family now, by blood, by truth, by honor. 4. What is evil? Shiva's belief in the Suryavanshi system begins to crumble. The idea that order is good and disorder is evil no longer fits. The Meluhans abandoned babies for being different. They justified it as upholding Dharma. But was it? And what of the Somras, the drink that gave immortality? The more Shiva learns, the more he suspects. This miracle may be a curse. 5. The secret of Somras. The truth begins to surface. The Somras has side effects, horrible ones. The waste produced from creating it is toxic. It causes mutations, cancers, deformities. The Nagas, born from these deformities, are not cursed by the gods. They are victims of a chemical by-product. Meluha has hidden this truth for centuries. Ganesh and Kali reveal that Brahaspati, before he disappeared, discovered the link. He realized that the very foundation of Meluhan society was flawed, that its strength came at the cost of others' suffering. And so, Brahaspati faked his death. He went to Panchavati, the Naga capital, to fix what had gone wrong. 6. The journey to Branga. Shiva leads an expedition east to Branga, a land stricken with plague. There, the people once relied on Naga medicines. But suddenly, the cures stopped. Through ancient manuscripts, Shiva discovers that someone tampered with the Branga people's access to healing. The disease was allowed to spread. And always at the center of this web lies Somras. Who controls it? Who benefits? The trail points to Panchavati, the Naga city. 7. Panchavati and Brahaspati. In the Naga stronghold, hidden in the Dandak forest, Shiva meets his old friend Brahaspati. He's alive, and working with the Nagas. Brahaspati lays out the truth. Somras is unsustainable. Its waste mutates life. Meluha thrives by exporting its poison. And the system that depends on Somras is what must end. The greatest evil, Brahaspati says, is not the one we hate, it's the one we justify. 8. A new enemy. Just when Shiva thinks he's grasped the truth, a new threat emerges. There's someone else pulling the strings, someone who wants the Somras preserved, who fears Shiva's rise. The book ends with the promise of war. The war for truth. The war against blind faith, and the war to finally destroy evil wherever it hides.